Alright guys, so today we are going to be talking about the Nothing Ear 2. As the name implies, this is the second generation of a ear product that they have made before. Nothing is a relatively new company, it's based in the UK, and they have made only very few products before this. Notably, this is the Phone 1, not very imaginatively named, and this is the Ear 2, which also implies that there's a Ear 1. Now, the Ear 1s and this, they are not going to visually look different at all. What is visually different is the ear stick, which has a casing that is shaped like a lipstick, so I guess it panders more to the females out there. And it is longish, probably easier to slip into handbags rather than this small squarish device here. Now it's quite slim, so it should slip into a lot of bags and pockets as well. So besides the mic placement on the Nothing Ear 2, you are not going to tell a lot of differences from the Ear 1s. Now I'll give you my upfront summary. Now this is an active noise cancelling earbud. The active noise cancelling covers a band of 5000 Hz, so it's supposed to cover a larger band of sound, which it will learn to filter out and preventing that frequency of noise from intruding into your ears and disrupting you from your calls and your music. Now the thing is that I don't think that the noise cancelling works that well. It does work, but not as well as some of its competitors. I'll go into a little bit more details in just a little bit. More onto it, the wireless connection is actually very stable. It's very good. It pairs easily with any phones that you have, be it the Android phones or the iPhones that I have here. Now with a Nothing One phone, the pairing is really easy. You don't even have to download the Nothing X software. The moment you open up the casing, it will start pairing. It is that easy. Software is already baked into the Nothing Phone 1. The sound quality is really good. Now I'll talk about the sound quality in just a little bit. It is probably not what some of you might call audiophile quality, but it is truly an exciting sound that you can probably enjoy, and most people enjoy, and I'll tell you why I enjoy this so much in just a little bit. Now it's priced at $149 US, so previous generation, the Ear 1 was at $99. It made for a very compelling buy. At $149, it is now a little bit more expensive, but as compared to the rest of the competitors out there, this is the Apple AirPods Pro 2 and this is the Devil Gemini. This comes in at a much lower price, which makes it a very easy recommend. Okay, so I'll go in a little bit about the details of this. It is active noise cancelling and it enables transparency mode as well as noise cancelling. Noise cancelling, it uses the mic to pick out the erroneous sounds from externally and cancels out from within the sound signal that is playing to you, and the transparency mode will actually pick up the sounds from outside and then it plays back to you. So in other words, it helps you actually let in sound. So this is like the antithesis of noise cancelling. It comes with custom 11.6mm drivers, so these are large drivers. Now the earphone itself is not that big. The buds, they fit comfortably, they are light, and well, it just fits. It looks obscure enough and it doesn't look very much different from the AirPods Pro 2 that we have here. Now it also comes with a charging case, so this is the whole charging case itself. It uses transparent material. It is very interesting. Someone asked me whether it scratches easily. I've been using it and tossing in my bag for quite a bit. It still is looking rather pristine, so it holds up pretty well. It doesn't scratch that easily, it doesn't blur out that easily, but this kind of things only time will tell. Now when you take these out of the casing, they have a couple of hours of battery life. Now I don't really recall whatever the spec says, but when I have been using it at work, after every call I just pop it back in. I never seem to run out of battery in the middle of a call anyway. So it will charge via a USB-C port as well as wireless charging. So this is an Apple MagSafe charger. It is also T3 compatible and it charges, the light should come on, and that's it, wireless charging. All right, so all in all, it is a pretty classy solution. There's an indentation at the top. There are some holes, indentation at the back of the casing, so that when you put the earbuds in, it actually helps to hold everything together and no rattling sound at all. Okay. Now the thing is, this is also water resistant. Actually, I'm not sure whether the casing itself is water resistant, but the earbuds are water resistant. So if you are caught in the rain, or if you are running in the rain, or if you are near splashes and pool then you'll be safe, no problems at all. Now, the whole transmission protocol, it supports LDHC, which has the capability to transmit high resolution audio, and it also has a low latency mode, low lag mode, which works with the Nothing Phone 1. So at this point, you realize that you actually do want to have a Nothing Phone 1 in order to maximize the capabilities of the Nothing Ear 2. And I'll explain that in just a little bit because of the sound configuration, that because of the clarity of sound that is coming from this combination itself. Now, I've used it with the Nothing Phone 1, I've used it with an iPhone. The results are actually slightly different. On the usability itself, they are comfortable, they are small, they're light, it doesn't hurt my ear when I use them for extensive periods of time. And if the earbuds are, well, if these ear tips are actually too small for you, this is the medium size one. It does come with 3 sizes where you can custom fit according to the shape and the size of your ear canal. And in terms of control, these are not touch sensitive, they are press sensitive. So you actually do have to apply a little bit of pressure to activate the controls on the earbuds itself. Now, the case actually works with the Nothing Phone 1 to enable reverse charging. So if you actually put it on the phone itself, it actually reverse charges. Now, there are some settings that you have to make on the phone itself in order to enable that. I thought I said it, but okay, maybe I didn't, but it does support wireless reverse charging, right? Where it will take the power from your phone to charge this up. So this earbuds also supports dual connection. So what does that mean? It means that you can connect with 2 devices at the same time. So it's not switching, you actually are connected at the same time. So what I've done is I've actually connected the Ear 2 to the Nothing Phone 1, and I use it to play music, but I also have it connected to my work laptop via Bluetooth. So when I am taking a call, I'm making Zoom calls or anything on Teams, I'm able to listen to the calls and have the audio transmitted. Basically, it is as easy as that. When the call is over, I will switch over to the Nothing Phone 1 and I'll start playing music, and it starts playing as well. Now, there is software that comes with the Nothing Phone 1. Well, actually, not Nothing Phone 1. The software Nothing X actually works on any Android phone and any iOS phone. Now, the software is pretty good and is specific to the Nothing Ear 2. Well, of course, it works with the Nothing Ear 1 and as well as the Nothing Stick. And the software offers EQ, right? So you are able to adjust bass, adjust mid-range, adjust treble. But one important thing is personalized audio. And personalized audio is something like a hearing aid for audiophiles. And I'll explain that now, right? The sound quality from the Nothing Ear 2, they are great, right? When you start listening to it out of the box, you'll find that, well, okay, it's not too bad. Is it worth $149? Easy to recommend, easy to justify spending $149 on good quality sound. And these are so feature packed that, well, it is a no-brainer. But the moment you activate personalized audio, everything gets bumped up just a little bit. Now, how do I say it? It is not that the sound is better in an audiophile way. What it puts you through is a process to measure your hearing. So it will play a couple of tones amidst a backdrop of a background sound, right? Some kissing or some noise, and it asks you to indicate whether you are able to hear those frequencies, right? So when you can hear it, you press a button down. When you stop hearing it, you release it, and you do it over a couple of times. In fact, many times, probably a dozen times or so for each ear, and in about 6 to 8 minutes, which is how long it felt like it was a long process. It then comes out with an audiogram, right? So the audiogram will say that independently on your left ear and your right ear, where your hearing deficiency is. Now, I'm of a certain age. Of course, my hearing isn't as good as when I was 18 or 21 years old, right? So it will say that this frequency band, all right, maybe at 300 hertz, I'm not hearing very well, and 7,000 hertz, is dropping off, 9,000 hertz is dropping off even more, 15,000 hertz is like, very bad, but still within range. So what it came out is, I mean, I know my hearing, right? My hearing is not perfect, and it measures that. Now, after it measures that, what Nothing Ear 2 does is that it will boost up the frequencies of the sound that is playing through your earbuds at those levels, and pushes it up a little bit in terms of amplitude. So what you're hearing is then on par with anyone with perfect hearing. Now imagine if you were 20 years younger and you had very, very good hearing. You were able to pick out all the nuances and all the differences in the sound at any frequency. Now this is what the Year 2 does for you, right? It integrated that software. Now this software actually replicates something called the Mimi Sound Hearing or Mimi Sound Profile or whatever. It's an app, right? I'll put the link down below if I can find it later. But basically it helps generate an audiogram, which Nothing Year 2 then takes that audiogram and caters the sound according to your listening abilities. Now the sound comes out truly transformational. It is clear, it is loud, it is like everything you've never heard before. So nothing gets dark anymore because the higher treble frequencies, and with age your treble frequencies will actually get less audible to you. You are less sensitive to the higher frequencies, and the Year 2 actually then bumps it up, right? So you will then all hear everything at the correct frequency as though you don't have that hearing deficiency anymore. So everything becomes very, very bright, not in a bad way. It becomes like ultra clear. Now, what I have to say is that the bass that comes out, whether you have the personalized sound profile activated or not, it actually sounds better on an Android device. Now this is the Nothing Phone 1. I don't have actually another Android device where I can play around with, but between the Nothing Phone 1 and this is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Yes, this is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. The sound quality is different. The sound quality I actually enjoy much more on the Nothing Phone 1. Now the Nothing Phone 1 is really a cool phone, right? There's this glyph lighting at the back which I don't really know how to activate without having a call or message come in. But anyway, there are lights at the back. Let me see whether I can activate it. And here you go. So what is the Year 2 great for? This feature, the personalized sound audio, is the one standout feature of the Nothing Year. I'll talk about the AirPods Pro, which has an accessibility feature when paired with an iPhone that will take your audiogram as well. So it is pretty similar, except that this is $249 and you need your audiogram. You need another piece of software to generate the audiogram, or you need to visit an audiologist to actually generate that before you can scan it in and load it into your health profile, which then the iPhone will take up and customize the sound accordingly. It doesn't work very well, but for the Nothing Year 2, this feature is baked into the software itself. It works fantastically. Now, are there issues with the Year 2? Of course, nothing is without issues, right? There's no system with 100% uptime. There's no perfect device out there. You sacrifice something, you either pay a lot for a lot more, or you pay less and you get a good degree of compromise. So the Year 2 is a device that is probably something like that. It's $149 as compared to the AirPods Pro 2 at $249, right? And the sound quality, I would genuinely say that is a lot more exciting than what the AirPods Pro 2 is able to give you. The bass is coming across strong, the treble and the mid-range is clear. Another issue is probably got to do with the pairing, because the pairing is done on the device level as opposed to the AirPods Pro 2, which is paired at the account level, so that when you move from your iPad to your iPhone to your Mac, to your MacBook Pro, any device, it will actually automatically pair up already, whereas this one will require independent individual pairing. And really, it does require a Nothing Phone 1 to sound its very best, or at least an Android device. The transparency mode on this device is also not the greatest. It doesn't let in so much sound, but if that's not a concern for you, then, you know, for sound quality, this is really the earbuds to get at $149. Another close competitor will be the Devile Gemini here. So the Devile Geminis are quite a lot bigger, as you can see from me holding them up, right? It is taller, it is thicker, it is wider in every aspect, but it does feel very premium. A lot of features are shared, including the wireless charging, the USB-C charging port, and but the earbuds themselves, they are quite a lot bigger. Now these are truly bass monsters, right? If you have not heard them before, I have done a video on them before. If you are interested, you can check out the video, which I'm going to link right here. And I've also done a video on the AirPods Pro 2, which has some degree, some small little middling bug with the bass lines. So if you ask me to choose, right, why do we have a winner today? I would say it is hard to tell. If you are stuck in the Apple ecosystem, of course you get the AirPods Pro 2, but you pay a penalty, right? It's a $100 penalty that you have to pay for that convenience. If you are just out for pure bass and nothing else, the Devil Gemini 2 actually works pretty well. I like these earphones, but they are a little bit big and a little bit cumbersome, and even the casing is big to carry around. The Nothing Ear 2 strikes a very, very good compromise, and that personalized sound profile is really one of the game changer in this industry. I think in the future, if anybody were to manufacture any form of respectable earbuds for music, that is a feature that you need. Okay, everything sounds like it is personalized audio for you. So it really takes personalized to a whole new level. So why is this a winner? Simply because of the performance to the price ratio, or rather the price to performance ratio. Not very expensive, but sounds kick-ass and really gives a truly exciting sound. So thanks for dropping up by today. I'm just trying to share with you my experience with the Nothing Ear 2. These are relatively new. The Ear 3s will at least be another year away, and hopefully it looks a little bit different. But you know, like they say, if nothing is broken about the design, why change it? And I like this design. It is comfortable to use, and I've been using it for the last couple of weeks at work as well as for my personal music listening. Now I'm going to be reviewing another earbuds somewhere. If the video is ready, do check out the video. If not, I'll see you in one of my other videos talking about soundbars and Sonos and Sony and Bose products and whatever. Okay, see you.